a bad reputation. What it is that people have just started to, learn what high fructose corn syrup really is. And so, a lot of people have seen these commercials. And personally, I get a little irritated when I watch them because I do know what high fructose corn syrup is. My irritation goes back to when I was a little kid. My mom was a little bit of a health nut, but I never really paid attention because I wanted to eat whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. But now that I'm pregnant, I started to pay attention. I've done research and I've changed a lot of my eating habits. And, high fructose corn syrup is, the Corn Refiners Association would have you believe that the high fructose corn syrup is a naturally occurring product that's fine in moderation. But my name is Markessa Graeber, and I'm here to tell you that high fructose corn syrup is not good for you. It's not very similar to sugar, and it's not easy to moderate. You have to pay attention. Corn Refiners Association says to check the facts. Well, I did. And you remember when she said that it's made from corn in the commercial? Well, I looked it up, the process, and I think Answers.com said it the best. The process starts from cornstarch, and they use a process called acid hydrolysis, which is basically pressure cooking it with hydrochloric acid. And I don't know, how much you guys know. Most people know that when you cook veggies for a while, they start to lose their nutritional value. So in the first stage, you're taking it farther from corn. The second stage is when they take it from corn syrup to high fructose corn syrup. And that process is called enzyme conversion. Basically, they take it and also cook it again, but this time with an enzyme. And enzymes change composition in things. So I think we can all agree that, high fructose corn syrup is not a natural product. The Center for Science and the Public Interest calls the ad deceptive. And they go on to say that high fructose corn syrup just doesn't exist in nature. Not only that, but high fructose corn syrup is dangerous. Studies show that there's a link between diabetes and high blood pressure and obesity relative to the increase in the availability of high fructose corn syrup in America. Dr. Joseph Mercola on Mercola.com says that part of what makes high fructose corn syrup such an unhealthy product is that it is metabolized to fat in your body far more rapidly than other sugars. And because fructose is consumed in liquid form, so does. Its negative metabolic effects are significantly magnified. In other words, like I said, the more the sugar is that you eat, the more you see the results of it. This high fructose corn syrup. And now if you guys aren't completely shocked by what I'm about to say, and you're just not paying attention, but the Washington Post published studies showing that companies tested high fructose corn syrup, commercial high fructose corn syrup, and more than half of it showed results with mercury in it. Mercury is poison. So every time you're drinking a soda, every time you're eating anything that has high fructose corn syrup in it, you can be poisoning yourself with mercury. I mean, and the part that kills me is they're like, oh, it's fine in moderation. But what is moderation? I'm going to tell you, high fructose corn syrup is almost impossible to moderate. You have to pay attention to what you're eating. And the MayoClinic.com says that because it extends the shelf life of processed foods and is cheaper than sugar, high fructose corn syrup has become a popular ingredient in many sodas, fruit-flavored drinks, and other processed foods. Okay? There are a lot. If you go to the grocery store and you look, I actually did. I went to my grocery store and I took pictures of products that have high fructose corn syrup, and I'm going to go through them with you real quick. So, So, to just start off, the ones we know, in the commercial it shows fruit punch. She's pouring it at the party for her kids. And then sodas. usually the second ingredient after water. Okay, Sunny D has it in it. I've never liked Sunny D personally. I think it's too, I don't know, sweet. Powerade has it. Yeah. Okay. Any jellies, just about any jellies will have it in. I've switched to organic jellies because I'm avoiding high fructose corn syrup.
Can you go to sugar-free also?
I think it might have it in some sugar-frees because high fructose corn syrup is slightly different than sugar. The sugar is glucose. So, whereas this is fructose. So
that like Gatorade more cheap or expensive than Powerade?
well, I think Gatorade used to have it in there. But I looked and I didn't see them in any of the newer ones. So, and of course there's also the commercial with the popsicles. Oh, I love you. Take 2 bites. That one. You guys remember? They're in the park. Ketchup has it in it. How often do you use ketchup?
Every day.
Okay, syrup.
Any
Any types of syrups that you use on pancakes. I've switched to natural maple syrup because maple syrup comes from maple trees. We actually had a maple festival in the town that I come from. So, dips. A lot of dips like this. There's strawberry chocolate dips. Cool Whip has it.
Damn.
Frosting. Cereal. I've switched to organic cereals like Kashi. Love Kashi. Rice Krispies. Rice Krispie treats. Cereal bars. Watch out for them too. That actually had it in 2. It had it in the grain part and it also had it in the filling part. So, new ones. Oreos. Canned soups have it. Yeah. So this is my point, is it's impossible to moderate unless you pay attention and you actually read your ingredient panels. Okay? Yogurt has it. I was ticked. I was like, I like yogurt. Okay, Ritz, crackers. You wouldn't think crackers would have it. Bread has it too.
Dang.
You have to watch it. But now there's different things that say, oh, there's no high fructose corn syrup.
So what do they?
So.
It's funny that in the slide of the yogurt it says 99% fat-free or something.
Right. Right. Well, there's a difference between what labels consider fat and sugars and different things like that. So it's complicated. Thank you. So now that you know what high fructose corn syrup actually is, how it's made, and how many products actually have it, I challenge you to read your ingredient panels on the foods that you're eating. I challenge you to cut back on the products that contain high fructose corn syrup. And you know what? If you don't feel better, I'll give you money. I swear to God. This whole situation is frustrating for me, and it's shocking to a lot of people, you know, and I just want to say there is hope. There is hope because you can limit this. You can do your research. You can find out that these commercials, like the Corn Refiners Association are putting out, are bull. For lack of a more suitable term. And you know what? They'll listen. You know, a lot of companies already have. They're starting to put on their labels no high fructose corn syrup. So you just watch out for it and you cut back, and more companies will listen. They'll stop using it. So thank you for your time today, and I hope that you'll join me